Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Actually, I was kind of surprised when I was invited for this forum because, here there are all these big architects, and what is me gonna do here? But anyway, I'm here now, so I'll talk to you about, what I did in previous life, which was advertising and commercial work and publishing and books and stuff like that. But over a period of time, I realized that I need to really corporatize myself, and that's pretty difficult for a profession like photography because they want you. So I basically set up a company in Dubai, and we started working on doing a lot of aerial stuff, which was not the case. That time there were no drones, so I used to specialize in a lot of helicopter photography and film. And the Burj project came in. I set up this entire thing where we had time-lapse films. We worked with Giorgio Armani in Milan, working with his studio because he was setting up his first hotel there into the Burj. We were in China where all the cladding testing was. So lots of various projects. But the reason I'm giving this background is that this was commerce, and this is what supported what I really do. And over a period of time, I started working in what I call as conflict issues. And for me, conflict is not necessarily a war zone, but this is about this whole urbanization and consumption culture, which as it arrives in developing countries, especially in Asia, how it marginalizes people, their way of life, communities, their water rights. So it's not just activism, but I actually work in the art space. I do film, I do sculptures, I work with various different material. And I also collaborate with a lot of collectors, architects, who actually want to bring this language to what they are doing with their, let's say, their building or whatever development they're working with. Because I think today there's more and more about, we have all these political correctness about environment and sustainability and all that stuff. But typically what happens is that you develop this piece of building, and then you start filling it up. And you take the guy to Milan and buy furniture from there, or go to a gallery and get hold of some paintings and sculptures and all that. But there's no connect there. And what I have fortunately managed to do is, and not so much into the art gallery space, but working with interior designers and architects, is to create that connect. It's more of an organic process. So even on the Burj Khalifa, which I had conceptualized, and we spent 6 years on this project, there's a lot of work which has gone inside, which is with SOM, which was developing the art part of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a small overall stuff on what I do, and then we'll close it so you don't have to suffer me. Let's start the film, please. Yeah. Afternoon, everyone. Well, you really wonder what is sustainability and capacity building to do with an artist. This is a community I've been working for the last number of years, where we've helped set up a small ecotourism project there, helped build a monastery, also set up a small education project, and also this is some textile revival. So the way I work as a photographer, artist, or filmmaker is I really collaborate with communities. What you saw even at Outpost, working in the Northeast with those metal sheds there, working in Mazgaon with metal workers, and basically creating that fusion. And that's what really has made my work into going beyond just creating something. It's really about connecting to the larger issue, because as a creative or as an artist or a photographer, whatever, you go in there and you capture and you walk away from it. But somehow I felt that, and that was one big thing why I had a huge problem with working in commercial advertising work, was that, we were just brought in at the last minute to create that clean image, make it more glossy than last year's campaign. And somehow I felt that if I want to take my work to the next level, then it needs to really connect with my issues at much larger scale. I've been very fortunate. It's been a big struggle, but I've been very fortunate that some of my collectors and some of the people who work in the business of, let's say, architecture or interior, they really value that stuff, and they usually bring me right in the beginning when they have the client meeting, and they start listening to what we can work together. And that's really has been my commerce part of it, or let's say the success of actually selling a lot of work. Of course, nobody's going to buy a 40-foot container of Bhopal, so that sits in Rome in storage. But most of the time, I try to balance it with working with other professionals. The other problem is also that a lot of work which I have done, unfortunately, after the exhibition is finished, we just destroy it, because I don't have any storage or any place to keep. But I think as one has progressed in this, now there is a much better balance working with architects and collectors. So that's it. Thank you very much for your time.